three-pointer. Bang! Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk a little bit about the play-in tournament. We're going to give our thoughts on every single game. And yeah, basically we're just going to react to it. So let's get straight into it. First game of the night was Heat versus Hawks.
First game of that night.
Oh, first game of that night was Heat versus Hawks. So what are your reactions?
So my reaction was that the Heat came out flat. They pulled up. Their offense was looking not so good. And that's been the case for them the whole season. And the Hawks, bro, their Hawks were just clicking on all cylinders. And now they're going against the Celtics. And, we're going to talk about that more in the playoff prediction. But yeah, the Hawks should look really good. And it's good because they had a super mediocre season. Yeah. The Heat didn't come out so good, thankfully. Like we're going to say later, they ended up winning against the Bulls. But that was a really bad game.
The game plan for the Hawks was great. Attack the glass. That was something that Quinn Snyder has been drilling into this team since he got there. Clint Capella with an incredible game. How many rebounds did he have? 22?
21, I'm pretty sure. I like 13 offensive rebounds.
It was crazy because that man literally outplayed Bam with 4 points. So that just shows you how impactful rebounding can really be. But to me, I blame that game on Bam and Adebayo. I know most of the role players didn't step up either, but Bam really getting outplayed by Clint Capella, getting out-rebounded like that.
He even got outplayed by the backup on Jeka.
On Okongwu, which is insane. I know he's a good defender, but getting outplayed by him is crazy because he's so short. But what I got to say is, for example, Trae Young with 8 rebounds, that's unacceptable for any team. And then Jimmy Butler, who's missing layups, and he did the same thing in the Bulls game. Something that
at least until the end. Until the end, obviously he got on fire.
But he's been missing a lot of layups, easy bunnies and stuff. I'm not really sure what that's about. But shout out to Kyle Lowry, played an incredible game, best game as a Heat. It felt like nobody was really together, nobody really came to play. But shout out to the Hawks, man. They had a great game plan, they executed, and they advanced.
Then the other game of the night was Lakers versus Timberwolves. The Lakers, they were not looking too good at the beginning. And all us as Lakers fans were pretty scared. We're not feeling too much how the game was going. The offense was not looking too good. This man Ale was already saying we're done, we're cooked. We're not gonna make it anywhere.
I'm super reactionary.
Yeah.
It's funny because during games I'm super reactionary, but afterwards I'm more super calm.
Yeah, and then on the Timberwolves side, they were cooking. Karl Anthony Towns was dropping everything. Anthony Edwards, they didn't play good the whole game. But then towards the end, we saw something really good from the Lakers. We saw them locked down 100%. They were clamping up. The Timberwolves didn't score for a whole 7 minutes until Mike Conley got fouled at the end. This game should have gone to overtime. AD sold by finding Mike Conley, but the Lakers were thankfully for them able to win at the end. And now they're going against Memphis, which is setting off for a great series.
Well, a lot of people complained about Darvin Ham, and I was complaining about it in the moment. And he said that he wanted to lock down on Anthony Edwards. He just didn't want Anthony Edwards to get going. So they played a lot of jump coverage, a lot of blitzing, getting the ball away from him, making him into a jump shooter. And that's something that Anthony Edwards got to be better with. He takes a lot of jump shots, which basically gets him out of rhythm because he's not particularly good at them, especially pull-up threes, pull-up twos, whatever it is. He's not too good at that. So I think he should keep evolving his game and be better at that. Look at John Morant. John Morant never really does that. I think John Morant's really disciplined when it comes to that. And then the Lakers got the Timberwolves into foul trouble, especially Karl Anthony Towns. And that was basically the end of the game. They locked down on defense. They were able to guard everybody. Something I just want to say, D'Angelo Russell, he's got to step up. He's got to play better than that. I know he had 8 assists, but having 2 points, one of 9, that's terrible. He needs better than that. But I also want to shout out LeBron James. I know he had a lot of turnover. He looked tired, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, LeBron's getting old." It's not that. It's like LeBron was on a minutes restriction, and in this game he played the second most minutes of his career with 45. So it's you guys got to give this dude a break.
Dude, I just realized something. LeBron was negative 14.
No, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And then the Timberwolves just didn't really like how they weren't able to respond at all. They didn't make any adjustments. They didn't do anything towards the end of the game, and that was just a really big negative for me.
Shout out to Dennis Schroeder.
My goodness, yeah. Shout out to Dennis Schroeder hitting that tough shot. Great pass.
Well, not a tough shot, but it's just a close shot.
Close shot, sorry.
And then the game after, the day after, we got the Bulls against the Raptors. The Raptors were looking like they're about to take over. They were at home and the crowd was going crazy. Fred VanVleet, when I saw him hit that half-court shot, I'm like, damn, they have a momentum. It was looking good for them. But then DeMar DeRozan's daughter stepped up, started distracting every single free throw shooter. And yeah, it was pretty much over from then. Zach LaVine went nuclear, and that's what I was saying. When I picked my winner for this game, I said, I'm gonna pick the Bulls because I think they have more talent. It's Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. If both of them play good at the same time, then it's kind of tough to beat. Obviously, the Raptors have a lot of talented players, but they don't have natural offensive players that are just gonna go out there and get points. Siakam had a great game, but for example, like Fred VanVleet had 26, but didn't shoot the most efficient. And that's something I see from him.
Yeah, that's something we've seen from him all season. All of his career, really. I didn't even notice that until I was looking at his stats. This whole year.
And then now the Raptors lost. They have a lot of decisions to make moving forward.
Definitely.
But shout out to Bulls for winning this game. It was looking real bleak for them. They were able to pull it out.
No, for sure. Shout out to them. They were able to turn it up in the fourth quarter. They were able to come back, and they played really, really good down the stretch. So amazing. Also, I just want to say Alex Cruz has been great defensively, both playing games that they've played. Especially this Raptors game, he was everywhere as a disruptor. So I just want to say shout out to Alex Cruz.
Defense.
Yes, sir. So the other game was the Thunder versus the Pelicans. It was actually another really, really good game. Super back and forth. But I just want to say, like...
A whole media can be made about the Pelicans and the whole situation with Zion.
Yeah.
And how they went from the first seed to all the way down to the playoffs.
That's a possible video that we can make.
We definitely should like a little documentary on them because the season really has been like crazy. It's crazy how far they fell. And there recent comments made about Zion, and people are like questioning how committed he is to the game because he's out of shape. And then he has missed so many games in the past few seasons. Like I saw his stat that is crazy. LeBron has played more games in the past 2 seasons than Zion has. Like not more, but like almost the same. And LeBron's been injured too. So that stat like blew my mind. But yeah, shout out to the Thunder. Thunder, everything I did this season was an overachievement. Yeah. Especially winning this game, even though they ended up losing. You see their backcourt both 30 points. Lou Dort with 27. That's super impressive for this team.
Lou Dort really kept them alive in the first quarter. I feel like he was probably the only person that got it going. Josh Giddey impacting the game beautifully throughout all of it. I think he was really, 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 really solid throughout the entire game. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he really got hot at the end. Shout out to him, man. He's had an exceptional year. One of the best players right now in the NBA. So I really don't want to take anything away from this team. They've been incredible all season long. So really, really shout out to them. And the Pelicans, I mean, look, CJ, obviously, he's super injured. So that just shows you, shout out to him for playing out there with like a messed up shoulder, broken thumb, whatever he had. And Zion, I mean, that looked horrible. That was one of the worst looks you could possibly do. If you're feeling fine, you just don't feel like playing, you don't feel like yourself, that's okay. That's not a big deal. I think a lot of players do that, even though I would disagree with that decision. But hey, whatever. But doing the windmill dunks before the game, unacceptable. It's just true. No, that's probably the best way to say it, unacceptable. That looks bad to your fans. That looks bad to NBA fans. That just looks bad in general.
To your teammates.
Yeah,
like seeing my comment, like that comment that he made at the end again, that was clearly directed towards him.
Yeah, and then Brandon Ingram, he had a great game. I remember when Lou Dort, this is like a specific play because he wasn't really playing that well, and then Lou Dort, he tried to draw a charge, but he flopped and gave Ingram an open mid-range shot, and it was wraps from there. He just started getting super hot. So yeah, but I just want to. This is a team that is super interesting, the Pelicans, and I'm actually like happy that they.
Of course, because we have said it before in other videos. The Pelicans are a team that love to talk. They've been talking the whole season.
They're fans. I wanted to say that.
Well, yeah, like they're fans. Earlier in the season, when the Pelicans beat the Lakers, they put it on their Twitter bio like, "Oh, beat the Lakers by 28." Yeah. But look at them now. And, a lot of discussion has been made about how the AD trade was so bad for the Lakers. The Pelicans fleeced them. But we have a championship, and you guys haven't done anything yet.
They haven't even gotten past the first round. So excited about that. Next, the
last
Bulls,
night.
Yeah, last night. The Bulls versus the Heat, man. What a great game. We actually went to that game.
That's what put that picture, because we went to a game, and it was probably the most fun game we ever been to.
No, it was great. Max Strus started getting loose. Max Strus started out hot in the beginning of the game, which was amazing to see. Every time he threw it up, it was like he was making everything. So that was dope. The Bulls actually were winning by a lot for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not by a lot. In the fourth quarter, when they mattered most, they got like an 8-point lead, and I was like, damn, I was looking like it's over.
Bam. I know a lot of people are complimenting you for the 17 rebounds. I know a lot of like Jimmy and Coach Spo. To me, you played horrible, bro. Horrible. I don't care about these 17 rebounds. You played horrible, bro.
To me, those rebounds were just those type of rebounds just go to you.
Yeah, because in the other game where you actually needed to rebound, you didn't. Because this game, who do you have to rebound? I know Nikola Vucic isn't a bad rebounder, but it's like one of those things. Like they didn't seem like they were necessarily the hardest rebounds to get. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you played horrible. I don't care what I know you made that great crazy block at the end, but I don't even think defensively.
That block at that point, the game was already secure for you.
It's funny because we were watching the game, like live. Kevin Love outplayed him. I know that sounds crazy. No one's gonna say that. No one's gonna talk about that. But in my opinion, Kevin Love actually played better than him. Kevin Love actually played really good this game.
Yeah, Kevin Love
played like dog shit last game.
And then on the Heat side, bro, Butler. Butler, that's the type of guy that he always comes through.
In the clutch, bro. He didn't play that good. What I was saying, missing them easy bunnies that I was talking about.
But it one mattered most. He took over, got like 2-and-1s back to back, and it was just he. It was one of those things that it's like I'm winning, like no matter what.
Yeah.
And Alex Caruso did a great job on defense the whole game.
Yes.
And he was actually defending Butler really well, but then Butler said, "You're too small. You can't stop me." And just went at him time and time again. So,
Zach LaVine was not too good this game. Really with the jump shots, it's funny because there was like a point that he started attacking, and that's really when the Bulls got their lead. But then he rewarded. I don't know if it was necessarily either the defense or if he settled. But then he started going back to the jump shots, and I think that ruined it because when he was driving in, he was getting them. He was getting a bunch of and-ones. He was getting to the basket easily, and I mean, you see right here, 6 of 21, 28%, 15 points. Just a bad game, especially coming out the 39 that he had previously. And DeRozan, 26. He was solid throughout the game, missing some shots that he should make, but nothing crazy. Vucevic, I feel like he should have been a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, it seems like he had it going.
Yeah.
It seems like it was going pretty easily when he tried. So I'm surprised that he didn't go out of more. Alex Caruso.
Again, great game from him. Great game, one of his best games. I would say, yeah, the best game out of everybody. I know he didn't score the most, but like both defense and offense, just keeping them in the game. So.
And then I just want to say,
Kobe White too. Kobe White.
Yeah, but Kobe White has some good shots. And so I just want to say, as Lakers fans, barely, bro, take this file. You know, you were talking so much about your mind better trade from the Lakers. You were trash talking them so much after they studied the whole year. But look now, the Lakers in the playoffs.
They treated him like a king. They started him every single game. They had no complaints. They kept him going. They finished every single game with him. It was like we treated him like a superstar, and then you complaining about it? Come on, bro. And the last game of the night, one I didn't really watch.
Yeah, not much to say about it. The Timberwolves are a better team. Not the best matchup for Thunder. The Thunder don't even have like a real center playing. And
you didn't even know that Jalen Williams was starting for them.
No, I didn't even think about who was their center, and then whatever. I want to say Rudy Gobert came out and had a good game.
Yeah.
I think this is some of the best chemistry I've seen from them in terms of like Cat and Rudy Gobert playing together. Yeah. I saw a lot of good plays, a lot of alley oops. Even Kyle Anderson and him like playing were doing some good plays, and everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, they're friends again."
Yeah, Anthony Edwards also played better. Shout out to their 3 stars for having 10 rebounds each. Like that's dope. Mike Conley continues to play really, really good. Really, really good. He's been great for them actually. You know what I'm saying? He's been phenomenal.
It's been better than I expected.
Like, bro, look at this like starting lineup. Like sensational.
Look. I'll say this: the Timberwolves, they can definitely put a little bit of a scare on the Nuggets.
No, yeah. Look, I would say this: I coming into this game, I just knew the Thunder weren't going to be able to do much because if you look at the Thunder team, how does Shai Gilgeous-Alexander score? He scores by getting into the paint. Who's probably the best paint protector.
And Anthony Edwards not even like a bad defender.
And Anthony Edwards is the main defender at first too. Anthony Edwards is guarding this man 1-on-1. Anthony Edwards, especially now that he's injured, he's putting most of his game into defense. So it sucks that they won't have Jaden McDaniels. And that could have been really nice for a guy like.
They don't have the full team. Ooh. I would say the Nuggets, watch out.
No, definitely.
Yeah, but the Thunder, like we were saying earlier, no shame in losing this game. No, it was a great season, regardless of what happened here. Yeah, it was pretty much. I think the plan was very successful this year. Every single game was watchable. I would say this is the worst one because it was just a blowout.
Yeah.
But every other one was super fun. Super
one went to overtime. All of them were close except for this one. This is the best year for planes for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts below, and peace out.